Live video, live action. Oh.
What?
Something popped up here. We'll do a random live video here, guys. Maybe we'll get some people on here in just a minute. Get some people watching. Got 3 people watching now. Kari, how you doing, buddy? Jeff Barnett, how are you? 10 people watching. Man, jumping on up there. A bunch of savages. That's a cool name. How you doing? Cyrus, what's going on, buddy? Happy holidays to you. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Have we done live videos since Thanksgiving? I don't think so.
No.
Dalton Hinkle, good to see you guys. Got 11 people watching now. We just want to jump on here and do a random live Q&A video tonight while Miss Nightlife was off work. She was around. Mike Parr, how you doing, buddy? Good to see everybody. Well, I know some of the country's getting a lot of snow. We got anybody on here lives up in Kentucky? They seem to be getting a lot of snow right now. Jacob West, there he is. How you doing? Mike Parr says freezing. Mike, I forget, where you from, buddy? Jeff Barnett, yes we are, getting snow. I know I talked to Robert Jan Tackett earlier. They're getting a bunch of snow. Stevie May was talking about it. Cardi says, funniest thing happened Saturday. Probably not the funniest. Tell me about it, buddy. Mont Parr, he's in northern Indiana. Hey, I bet you are freezing. I tell you, it's like, this low 20s here, which isn't like, I mean, I know that's freezing weather, but it's not horrible. Dalton said, I like your videos, buddy. I appreciate you joining on. Appreciate your support. Make sure you follow us. If you also have Facebook or Instagram, make sure you follow us on there as well. We do a lot of different stuff. A lot of times, like on Instagram, I'll post up little pictures or videos kind of as we're hunting, kind of give people updates of things maybe to come, you know, in future videos, and kind of give a, I don't know, a lead up to what's to come. And Facebook stuff, we talk about some of our products and whatnot we're selling, things on there. So, Dave Nichols, how you doing, cousin?
Are you really cousins?
We don't know if we're really cousins.
Couldn't you look?
I don't know. I guess we could look. Let's see. Kari says, but we turned out on this creek. It looked like it was going to be in no water. But as soon as we got like 100 yards in there, I feel like, because it was like knee-deep mud and water. And you fell in. Dang, that sucks. Bunch of savages says, I'm hunting right now, I guess, is what he means. The dogs are treed. Let us know if you got any meat, buddy. Anthony Heinen says, got 6 inches of snow in northwest Missouri. Slowed my hunting down this week. Yeah, I bet. Shaylee, how you doing? Good to see you. She says, hey, y'all. Me and you too.
Hey.
Dave News says, I'd probably die for a couple days in that weather. You coming from Southern California. Man, Kari, I hate you fell in the water, buddy. I tell you, weather like we're having right now, you fall in the water, you get hypothermia real quick. David Nichols said, let's just skip all the mumbo jumbo. What mumbo jumbo? Chad, how you doing, buddy? Trickle Creek, there he is. How you doing? Shady says, I got pup trailed and trees at 6 months. That's very impressive. Timber Hill, there they are. Timber Hill, how you liking that big dog Genesis? Timmy Lou, Oklahoma. Dang, bunch of dens for a bunch of savages said he got dens. Trickle Creek says wind chill's about 12 degrees tonight. Yeah, I know they're talking about tomorrow working. I do landscaping, I work outside and stuff, and it's going to be very cold with high wind chill. It's going to be miserable working. Chicken Liver says, can we see the dogs? I'd take you out to the dog lot, but I won't have cell service if I go outside, so I hate to do it, but I can't go. Can't take this out there, buddy. But before too long. Yep, wind advisory tomorrow. Yeah, He says, "Oops, I mean, let's all the mumbo jumbo and say we really are cousins for coon hunting's sake." Okay, that'll work. We probably are. Actually, I found out we do have some relatives from California or out in California. So
Oh, he's from Texas.
no, wait a minute. David Nichols, where are you from, buddy? I'm so sorry.
If I'm right, what do I win?
You're not from Texas. You can't be from Texas. Not Texas. Where are you from, David?
Wait, I feel like we've talked about this before.
All right. Timmy Lou says, "What makes you prefer Big Dog Lights over the others?" Well, for one thing, I got to know the owner really well, and being in the industry, I've got to know a lot of the owners of the light companies, and they're all really good people. But I got to know Matt, owner of Big Dog, and got to meet him. I've got to hunt with him. I've got to spend some one-on-one time with him, get to know him. I went up there and seen his operation, and I just know for a fact, for one thing, the light itself is super lightweight. I like a real lightweight light. The battery, but you don't sacrifice any battery life with it being so small. But I like that. It stands up. It's well built. 99.9% of it is made in America. For the products come from America. 99.9, and none of them that say they're made in America 100% are not are accurate. But anyway, got to meet Matt as a person, as a businessman, and as just a man in general. He's a man of his word. He does what he says he's going to do. He stands behind his product. He's more the type of guy that'll give you more than he asks to get from you. So just as on a personal level, he builds a great product and he's a great man, and that's the reason why I went with Big Dog Lights. Tony Pat, how you doing, buddy? Bryce Matthews, so what kind of camera and software do you use to film and edit your hunts? Well, I use quite a bit. I use this for some of my stuff, just a cell phone, but I've got a Canon M50 that if I'm wanting to do like more of a setup scene, like our tailgate photos and pictures and stuff. And then I have 3 editing softwares I tinker around with. I got Filmora, I think it's called. I don't really like it. Wondershare, it's pretty decent. And then KindMaster is something I use when I'm on my tablet and stuff. And I really like KindMaster a lot, actually. But they're all paid. You have to pay to use them all. Alan Boykins, what up? Jocko in the house. Timber Hill, she's got the Big Dog Genesis light. She says it's super lightweight and bright. Bobby Huggins says, what do you think about Caskin and Blue Tip Cross? I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know what a Caskin is. But I'd steer away from Blue Tip. I'm joking. I'm joking. Timber Hill said she's been working her dog's return to tone. How's that going for you? We actually done that the other night. We was hunting. The last hunting video I put up, her dog JJ. We don't know if he got sprayed by a skunk, but he got around one. He stunk really bad.
This stinks real bad.
This is the collar he had on. It smells about gone. But anyway, we toned him out the other night, and that's the first time he's responded really well to a tone without us being within sight of him. So, working on that with him. That's really good. Dalton Hinkle, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Anybody got any questions? Y'all want to talk about any gear or any of the products we sell, or training questions or anything like that y'all want to talk about? Fire away. I will say also, I want to give a shout out. We haven't done shout outs in a while. You guys that follow me right here on YouTube, make sure you also go check out. There's a few other YouTube coon hunting channels out there that are growing and are doing really good. And if you want to check out Timber Hill Redbones, she's on here right now talking. Go by there, subscribe, and follow her. The Jewel Boys Coon Hunting channel, they got an awesome channel. They've been absent for a little while, but they're coming back strong. They recently lost a hound and found it like a week later. It was a miracle. Go by there and follow them. They got some cool stuff going on. And Southern Land Kennels is another real cool one on there. And then also a buddy of mine who lives local to me, he's starting to film his hunts just a little bit. He's Austin Rollins. His is Nose to the Ground Outdoors, I think is what it's called. Go by there and subscribe to all those guys. You'll enjoy every single one. The best part is every person brings something a little different to their videos. Nose to the Ground, he's got red ticks. Timber Hill, she's got red bones, stuff like that. Jewel Boys take their grandson out hunting a lot, so they got kids involved a lot. So a lot of cool different things. Check them all out. Derek says, my hounds keep pulling up lame because of thorns. Have you ever ran boots on your house? No, I've never had that issue, buddy. Um, I don't know. Maybe you could try see if you got some other land to hunt a little bit. I don't know. Maybe if you're pushing them into heavy, thick cutovers or something like that. Um, Maybe try to change up the terrain you're in a little bit. Trickle Creek says, "How long does a sport dog no bark collar battery last, roughly?" I can't speak a whole lot for the ones that take the replaceable battery because I don't really use them. But the SBCR is the one I use. It's the rechargeable unit. I'll talk about that product just a little bit. For one thing, a lot of people ask me. I'll get to your questions here in just a second. But about the SBCR, a lot of people ask me why I go with the rechargeable over the one that takes batteries. Well, the SBCR, depending on where you buy it, retails between $90 and $100. And the ones that take replaceable batteries retail for about $70. So you're saving 20 or $30 initially, but you have to use Sport Dog brand batteries and the one that takes batteries, and those are $8 a set. So every time you run your batteries down, it's $8, $8. So in 3 sets, you've already got into it what you would have had if you just bought the rechargeable. Plus, in the future sets that you buy, you've gone above and beyond. So that's the reason why we always go ahead and go with the SBCR, the rechargeable unit. Now, as far as battery life is concerned, it really has a lot to do with the stubbornness of your dog. It's like Hyde. If he's up there barking, I go put the SBCR on him, and he might hit it one time, and then he just hushes. Like he knows it's on his neck, and he won't temper with it. And I've literally had those batteries last a month or two. Now, a very stubborn dog, Tough is a lot more stubborn. He'll test it several times on a daily basis, and I'll still get a week or two out of it. So it's nothing that you're going to have to go up there and recharge every day or two. But you don't need to leave it on your dog for more than a day or two at a time anyway. It will wear holes on their necks. Any of them do. But that's what we recommend. Cyrus said the Rocket Raccoon shirts, where they being released, it looks dope, I tell you. We're working on that. It's hopefully not too far off in the future. Yeah, I'm glad I got Junior back too. I was worried about that. Dalton says stay away from them red ticks. Let's see. Cyrus says baking soda, hydrogen peroxide, Dawn dish soap, and warm water mixture is perfect for getting stink off your dogs. After a couple of sessions, that follow your conditioner on their skin. Yeah, see, he didn't actually get hit, I don't think, directly. I think he was around one or something. So it's about wore off of him. And that's just been, was that Friday or Saturday night we went hunting that happened?
When he got sprayed?
Yeah.
Saturday.
So, been 4 days. It's about gone. So.
Not off the collar.
Yeah, still stinks on the collar. Dog box smells a little bit, but it'll all wear off. We ain't worried about it. Billy Joe, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you on here. Bobby Huggins, we can't get on y'all's site. We would like to get some shirts and stuff for my husband. He is big in coon hunting. How do I go about getting him new tracking collars? Bobby, what I recommend to you is you can either get in touch with me 2 ways. You can email me, nightlifekennel@outlook.com, or you can also, if you have Facebook, go on there. You can friend me. You can either do Nick Gilland, or you can message me through our Nightlife Kennel page on Facebook. Anyway, message me however you want to, and I will get up with you. I'll give you my phone number, and we will work out what you need, and I can actually take orders over the phone. We'll do our best to help you out. I don't know what would be wrong with the website, but we'll do our best to help you out and get you hooked. Alright, guys. I'm back. I hope you guys can see me. Go ahead and comment if you can see me. If you've got me back, let me know. Kimberly says yes. Okay. Before I answer that question about the Spring Creek, I really like that stuff. I've heard a lot of good about the bloodline. I've never actually had any, but I have heard a lot of good. If I lose you guys again, hold tight, because what that does is it basically allows me the option to resume. And seems like it does it at least once in every live video I do. So if we lose you guys, don't run off. Hang tight. We'll be right back. Most of the time, it's always letting me jump back on. Let's see. Wyatt Goodman, how you doing, buddy? Rooster Tail Kennel says, when do you plan on getting more pups or breeding more? And do you do any comp hunts? As far as getting any more pups, it would be, at the earliest, it would be fall of next year. But I'll be honest with you, I probably wouldn't get any pups probably until 2020, something like that. I've got two right now that I'm working with, and generally, I don't. I pay a lot of attention to my dogs and I hunt them pretty hard. They're about 3 or 4 years old. I feel like they're pretty well finished out. That's when I'll go ahead and get back in some other pups. But my next goal and my next attempt with a pup will be breeding Hyde to something and getting pups out of him. And competition wise, no, I do not do any comp hunts. I have tried my hand at it a few times and it just was not for me. Timber Hills, can't you buy a pad toughener? I seen it on W hunting. I don't know. See, we've never had an issue with stuff like that. We really haven't. It says Caskin is a big dog mixed with a blue tick. I'd like to see pictures of something like that. I have to look it up. Trigger Creek, you guys heading to Winter Classic. We're thinking of going this year for the first time. Can't decide between Grand American, Southeastern Tree and Walker Days, or Winter Classic. I may be at Winter Classic. I was talking to my buddy Kim the other day. Me and him work with Sport Dog, and he was mentioning Winter Classic. I can't guarantee I will be there, but I will be at the Grand American, and I will be at Southeastern Tree and Walker Days. And if I was you, if I was planning on making one trip, one of those three, I would hit Grand American in Orangeburg. It is the biggest of those three. It has the most vendors there. It has the most people selling dogs. It's just overall biggest and the best of those three. Comparable that though would be Autumn Oaks in Indiana, which that is like in August or September, but you already missed that one for this year. But if I was you, I'd go to Grand American. Let's see. Timothy Morgan, going to order me a hoodie next week and give me some stickers for my snow truck. Will be on my YouTube channel. I hunt many breeds of hounds. Check it out sometime. I will, Timothy. Definitely. We actually had some of these made here recently, guys, and I'll go ahead and throw this to let you know. We had these little bitty decals made. These are die cut decals. We are not selling these, but occasionally, whenever somebody makes a pretty decent little order, we're throwing a couple of these in with them, guys. So can't guarantee every order have them, but some will be getting those. Of course, we have decals of pretty much all the different colors. We have them in green, black, white, red. I think I've even got some pink, orange. We have that blue right there. We got a lot of decals, guys. Yeah, guys, we got 44 people watching right now, and we only got 12 likes. If you guys enjoy these live videos, if you wouldn't mind, reach down there at that thumb symbol, click that, like this video, make this jump up on the likes. I would appreciate it. It helps us rank better with YouTube, and it helps people who have not met us or seen us before discover us. YouTube will actually take our videos and put that into their newsfeed on their YouTube channel to where they can see us later on. So hit the like button. We would appreciate it. Let's see. Justin says, is a Clover bloodline what you always hunted? I know Hyde is Clover. I had one off Hibbley Deluxe. No, actually, Hyde is my first dog off the Clover bloodline, but probably will not be my last. I really like it. A lot of my stuff goes back to like Cowie Creek and Sackett and all that stuff. A lot of old school blood, but Clover, I really like that, and I'll definitely be pushing that some more in the future, hopefully. David says, I'm from Southern California.
Oh, crap.
John, how you doing, buddy? Yep, Nick's has Spring Creek radar on top and bottom. Yep. Logan Mikes, what was the cost to build your dog houses? I was watching your winterizing dog kennel video, and I really like those houses. You're sitting at about $150 a piece for those. If you buy enough material to do both at the same time. And then we also have those igloo houses that kind of like the opening is kind of offset to the actual house. I like those quite a bit too. They're really robust, last a long time, and help shed water and stuff like that. So like I think Tough and Nix is in those right now, and then Hyde is in one of the big houses. I had Jug in a big house too. Alright, Corey, be good, buddy. Robert, what's up, bud? Just got inside for taking care of the hounds. You ain't up there hunting in all that snow? Trickle Creek says we put up a couple videos on our channel lately as well. Feel free to check it out. Alright, guys, you hear it right here. Trickle Creek Kennels. They're on here commenting right now. Go by there and check out their YouTube channel. and of course click that subscribe button. We need to support all of these YouTube channels that are pushing these hounds, and I'll go ahead and get on a little soapbox while I'm on it. As you guys know, with the way the media and things are nowadays, like on Facebook, you can't even mention a gun, you'll get banned. A lot of social media outlets like Facebook, Instagram, and even YouTube are trying to silence the voice on a lot of like houndsmen and outdoorsmen and hunters of all genres and stuff. So we need to band together and support everybody and show, like, go subscribe to every YouTube channel you can that has to do anything with hound hunting. Even whether it's something you'll watch a whole lot or not, go ahead and subscribe, because the more these YouTube channels prosper, the more YouTube is going to see that and say, well, there's an audience for this. Maybe we shouldn't silence these people. So give everybody some support. Triple Creek says, what's the hunting like around Orangeburg? I was there years ago, but don't remember much about it. I've never actually hunted around Orangeburg. From what I hear, though, there's a lot of swamps and stuff. Wise Warrior's Path, our Canadian brethren, he's got some red bones. He says he's been trying to figure out what he's going to teach his red bones to do. He said, we decided squirrels for the tree and rabbits for the ground. I'm no pro, but I'm pounding it away. My older dog is getting ready, and little one still needs a bit of work. They'll do good, bud. I'm sure they will. Keep it up. Jacob Smith, how you doing? Back again. Alright, somebody comment yes or no whether I'm back, whether you can see me. It kicked me off again. But says we're back on live, so somebody comment. Timber says yes. Timber said, funny story about last night, I think. Let's hear it. Jeremy Thomas, what do you think about running cage coons on year-old dogs in the snow? For one thing, I don't like to run a cage coon, period, on a dog. Well, I do and I don't. I don't think that you should allow your dog to see a coon in a cage. The only thing I think you should do coons in cages with is to basically ensure that your dog has a hot track to run. Basically, you catch a coon, bring it to your property, and you turn it loose, hide the cage, give your dog about 10 minutes, and then cut your dog in that direction. And don't ever let it see the coon. As far as doing the snow, I think it'd be a great idea. A wet snow will work really good for this. A dry snow, not so much. But anything wet, a lot of times you'll notice that you'll get better tracks on nights that the ground is really moist, real heavy dew or anything like that, or if there's been a little light rain. When the coons are wet, for some reason their scent sticks down a little better. Now pouring rain might be a different story, but if they are wet, they'll do better. So wet snow would work really good. Lucas is a hunt rabbit, southern Illinois, with 6 big, love rabbit hunting. Good hunting with a buddy for coons. Yeah, my dad does a lot of rabbit hunting. Robert said, I put tops on my kennels and made such a difference, especially having the snow and everything right now. Yeah. Back where I used to live, I had some really super nice kennels. I had 10 by 20s, something like that. I built a deck about 1.5 feet up off the ground. Half the lots were covered. It was super awesome, super nice. So yeah, getting dogs off the ground and getting them covered is definitely a way to go if you can afford it. Timber Hill says 9-month-old Diesel caught a possum and brought it back to husband and dropped at his feet. He was proud. I've had that happen. Brian Pierce, how you doing, bud? Yep, Billy Joe says glad them Jew boys got Junior back. Yeah, we was all worried about him. It's a miracle they found him, because a lot of times you get a dog go missing, you never get it back. That's just the sad reality of things. Jacob, how you doing, buddy? But she said he still got his zap for it.
What?
Bring back a possum. He was proud, but he still got his zap. You gotta do it. Trickle Creek says, any ideas on what's best to use to shine up a diamond plate box? Yeah, there's a aluminum wheel polish. I'm trying to think. It's not Mother's. It comes in like a little, like, chrome looking can about yay tall, about yay big around, and it says aluminum wheel polish on it, and that stuff works wonders. You can take it and put it on there, just smear it on there real good, and then get you a good orbital buffer and hold it at an angle, and it'll eat your pad up. I mean, you might as well go ahead and buy 2 pads because it's going to eat it all to pieces, but you can buff one up really good doing that. Mike says, hey there, been enjoying your videos. Thanks for bringing them. If you have a chance, maybe you could check out my dog. Look up Humphreys Fido. Fido, is that how you say it? I'll look it up, buddy. Is that a YouTube channel? Cody Mathis, how you doing, bud? Mother's polish, says Robert. Yep. Jeremy Thomas, awesome, thanks. Just don't want to stop working with my young dogs, and it's hard to find good hot tracks with lots of snow. Yeah, I understand that, buddy. Just don't let your dog see it. That's the key thing. Don't let your dog see the coon in the cage. You'll be good to go. Lois McKenna says, slit your throat open. Okay, don't know what that's about. Jan Attackett, there she is. How you doing? Brandon Taylor. Timber Hill says he never opened on it. He did it by himself. Is why he was proud, I think. Yeah, I had a young dog do that one time. Brought back. He was so proud. He went out and caught something on his own. He didn't know he wasn't supposed to. But Wise Warrior says, I wish we could work on coons more, but Canada's annoying for this. So we are going to hunt the rabbits and squirrels because we can get them anywhere. I got you. Twin Eagle 22 says, hey, how do you teach a hound to track? Well, it's just got to be in the dog. You can't really teach it to track. Basically, the only thing you can do is take your hound when it's young, start putting it in the woods, put it in with an experienced dog, and you just have to let what's naturally inside the dog develop and come out. 90% of hounds have tracking ability. I mean, they're going to track something. Now, whether you can get them to track just coons or not, that's even smaller percentage of dogs that can do that. But basically, you just got to give them the opportunity, put them in the woods, and they will naturally start tracking coons or tracking something. So you can't really teach it. You just got to give them an opportunity for it to come out. All right, Mike, I'll check that out, buddy. Jacob says, when you get home from work or anywhere, does Hyde or the pup start hollering? If not, how do you stop it? Because I don't need the neighbors complaining. Mine will bark a little bit, especially around feeding time. And best thing we do is we put no bark collars on them. Hang on tight. I got a no bark over here. I'll show you. We were talking about this a little while ago. The no barks that we use is the Sport Dog SBC-R. I think it's SBC, yeah. This right here is a rechargeable no bark. They run between $90 and $100, depending on where you get them. You never have to buy batteries for this. Comes with a 1-year warranty. It's got 3 different modes of operation. It's got one where you set the level, and that's what hits the dog every time. It's got temperament mode, or basically it starts at 0 and increases the level as the dog barks until the dog stops and then resets. And then it's got learning mode, where it basically does the same thing, and then next time the dog barks, it hits it at the level that it stopped at previously. So these are very intuitive. A lot of awesome technologies going into these. This is what we use to keep our dogs kennel quiet, and this works wonders. A lot of times, like Hyde, I can literally just go put this on him, not even turn it on, and he won't say a word. So look into some no barks. You can get those pretty much anywhere. If you're interested in one, you can message me on Facebook. I can get you one. Tractor Supply and places like that sell them too. No problem, Jan. I'm glad you're here, though. Trickle Creek says, when's Sport Dog coming out with new model tracking system, different maps? Not at liberty to say, but I can tell you right now, it's very soon. Very soon. We've been field testing some stuff recently. Wise Warrior says, awesome of you to support channels like mine. I get people not liking me because I'm not pro at it. I'm not pro. It sucks, but we screw them because all of us had to start off, and some of us got no parents to show. So I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, I can sit, if I wanted to, I could dwell on it, and I would lose sleep at night at the dogs that I have personally ruined myself because I didn't know how to train a dog. But that is part of it. I mean, sadly, it's part of it. I even had houndsmen in my life that were teaching me, but you know, you make mistakes. I mean, you just do, especially when I was younger, and my patience and stuff wasn't what it is today. And I'm still not a real patient person. Make sure I wasn't gonna get no ugly looks on my patience. But anyway, yeah. So I mean, it's par for the course, man. You're going to affect some dogs, you know, and how you do it, and it's a learning process. You learn, the dogs learn. That's how it goes, man. Janice says no bark collars work wonders. My Walker pup barked every single second that she was awake, but she don't anymore. We have neighbors. Yeah, I got a bunch of people that's moved in to build development up behind me. Literally, they're well, I put my dog kennel up there against the property line, and they're 30, 40, their house is 40 yards from the dog lot, and they call law on me all the time. So I got to where, come in 1, 2 o'clock in the morning and just throw my headlights on bright and unload my dogs and take my time, leave my truck out there, and not much you can do about that. Because Joe don't like it. Joe is my neighbor, so I'm gonna make a T-shirt. It's gonna say Joe don't like that.
Oh my gosh, please.
Joe don't like that. Well, I'll tell you a little story, guys. Sometimes I get frustrated because I had the law call out here several times because my dogs was barking. Cool part is the law enforcement officer is born and raised just right down the valley from me, and he's born and raised. His dad was a bear hunter, so he understands hounds. So every time he comes out, he's like, "I'm just doing my job." He's like, "But I wouldn't worry about this." He's a real cool guy. So he got on my nerves. My neighbor Joe is the one complaining about all this stuff. So like I go up there and feed and stuff, and Hyde be barking, and I'd yell at him. I say, "Hyde, you better hush. Joe don't like that," and I'd just scream at the top of my lungs. Nick's be up there barking, and I'd be like, "Nick, you better shut up. Joe don't like that." And basically, I just made sure I was louder than the dogs. But I was gonna see if he'd call the law on me being loud. But Holly Wild says, "When do you feed your hounds?" About 5 o'clock, 5:30 in the afternoon. Whenever I get off work, we just feed one time a day. My buddy Kim feeds in the mornings. He likes to feed his about 7:30, 8 o'clock every morning.
Oh my gosh.
Dave Nichols, yes, guys, please go hit the X and go out of live chat for a second, and then hit the thumbs up button, and then go back in the live chat. It's easy. Cool, buddy. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're up at 25 likes right now. I'll tell you what, if you can, let's see if we can get up to 40 likes. There's 36 people on here, 35. I know somebody probably hasn't hit the like button. Hit that thumbs up for me. Let's see if we can get to 40 likes time we end this video. That'd be awesome. Timber Hill says they feed theirs in the morning. Trickle Creek says I had more fun when I was clueless on training hound. Yeah, and in ways I did too, because I wasn't so focused on making sure I did the right thing. Yep, Mike says exactly right. No trainer's perfect, no dog is perfect. Timber Hill says my Bella is that way, barks a lot. Timber Hill, you got that no bark, that pet safe, birdhouse bark deterrent thing. And see, actually, guys, if you've ever bought anything Pet Safe is a sister company of Sport Dog. And if you buy anything with Cabela's brand name on it that's dog related, Sport Dog makes that as well. But so Timber Hill, you got that Pet Safe thing. How'd you like it? I've wondered about trying one, but I didn't know how effective it was. Twin Eagle 22 says, "Hey, when does coon season, hunting season start?" Mine's already started. Depends on your state. North Carolina started October 15th. Brian Pierce says, "Man, that's funny." I guess he's talking about, "Hey, Joe. Joe don't like that." Jan says, "I didn't have any parents to show me either. My dad's a taxidermist, not a hunter. LOL. But I do have a hound-loving husband that's shown me all I know, so don't worry about people like that." That's right. Is your thing vibrating? Your smartwatch? I could hear it in my ear.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I was just like, what is that? Jenna and Robert, I said I have a Bella too, but she's blue. Jeremy says I got 3 no barks and I like them. Nice hunting, buddy. Eric Varnador, appreciate you, buddy. Thinking about no bark collars. Yeah, highly look into these SPCRs, and we can actually, I can get you anything Sport Dog related. I actually sold one of these no barks to a lady the other day. I didn't have it in stock, but I have it drop shipped to you guys. So hit me up on nightlifekennel.com or message me or nightlifekennel@outlook.com, and I can get you some of these no barks if anybody's interested. And I'll cut you a little bit of a deal. Mario, how you doing, buddy? Hadn't missed much. We've just been rambling on about dogs. We was talking about how I pick at my neighbor who's been calling the law on me for my dog barking. Jan says, "Hey, Kate."
Hey.
So Timber Hill, you did like it. Needs a battery. I guess how long did that battery last? Timothy says almost 40 likes. Yep, we're getting close. We're at 32 likes.
No, but look.
What? Almost 40 likes. Joe?
Almost 40 likes, Joe.
What is that?
Your neighbor's name is Joe.
Oh, yeah. Joe. Yeah, Joe. Y'all hush up there. Joe don't like it. I know I'm making that dude mad,
Ding,
too.
ding, ding.
I know I'm making him mad when I do it. Yeah, it's
Bake
great.
him a pie.
That's what we should do, guys. I'm gonna make a little cheap shirt. I'm gonna get the cheapest guy I can, scraper it, and just say, "Y'all hush, Joe don't like it." I'm just give them away. Timber Hill says that thing works great. Takes him getting used to it and keeping fresh batteries. Distance is 50 feet. Eric says, "Yeah, my hounds bark all the time. The people are here don't like it, but oh well." Yeah, that's. But my problem is they was calling the law, and the law was talking about tickets, and I'm like, no. So I actually drove over to the neighborhood, and I had a little chat with Joe, and I had a little chat with all his lovely neighbors, and all them real fancy $1 million home people over there. Got to meet Nightlife Kennel and have a lovely chat with me on their porch about 7:30 one morning when I was getting ready to go to work and in an awesome mood. But pretty much ended those calls for a good while.
Everyone's but Joe's.
Maybe Joe needs a no bark. Joe needs more than that. Joe might get it too. Yes, my hounds. Let's see. My 3-month pup barks nonstop. How old do pups have to be before you put no bark on? Well, generally, like it's best to be. I think they say it's like 20 or 25 pounds, but I prefer a dog to be pushing 30 pounds. The longer you can wait, the better. 3-month is pretty young. I would go up there. The best thing you can do about a pup, trying to get them to hush or teach them kennel manners, is use your hat. Take your hat, pull them by the collar, and hit them on the hind end just a few times. Scold them real good. And a lot of times it takes a lot of repetition walking out there to the kennel, and you get aggravated as can be doing it. But that's what we do on the young dogs. Joe don't like that. Brian says make some. I want one.
We need that to be a hashtag.
We all got neighbors like Joe. Yep.
Hashtag Joe don't like
Hashtag Joe don't like that. Yeah. Every time somebody has a dog tree a possum or you slick tree or something, that's going to be a thing. We're going to post a picture and we'll say, hashtag Joe don't like that. Hashtag Joe don't like dogs barking. Hashtag Joe don't like life in general. Hashtag Joe is a bitter old man. They called on me. The law told it's the country. They can't do nothing about it. Yep. Well, see, we have a noise ordinance in our county, and we live out in the country, but there is a noise ordinance. But what I was told was dogs being trained or being provoked is nothing they can do about it. And even if a dog is barking, it has to bark for like nonstop for over 10 minutes. And when officers come out, they have to witness it. It just can't be somebody called in and they take their word for it. And like I got called in several times, like 11:30 to 1:30 in the morning. And I told the dude, I was like, I got video evidence I was hunting that night. And I come in, I'm putting my dogs up, and they bark a little bit. And then I got a lot of complaints at 5:30 to 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, I'm feeding my dogs, so they're barking. You know, that's the way it goes. And so they pretty much ruled it as being provoked or however they word that, you know. And I think the law called Joe and told him to tone it back. They were tired of running out there and having to talk to me and talk to him. They told us to trap his cat and call them. Yeah, Trickle Creek. Joe probably don't like a lot of things that I have to do, but Joe will get over it. That pup definitely knows my hat. Yeah, I can go up there right now and just adjust my hat like that, and every one of my dogs are like, oh man. You know, some of the best training devices you can ever make is a good old hat. Don't do no harm, but it gets the point across. Eric says he's trying to get my 10-year-old son into coon hunting. His name is Dennis. He is watching you too. Well, Dennis Farndor, it's good to meet you, buddy. I'm glad your dad's got you out there in the woods. Stick with it. Follow him. Listen to what he says. He'll teach you well. Main thing is have fun with it. Don't take it too serious. Have fun. Curtis. He's in the woods right now. Old Curtis, our field staff. He's up there pounding out the coons. You got snow going on, Curtis? How worried are you about using no barks all the time, or right before you go hunting, swapping collars, putting dogs in the box? I don't worry about it. Actually, a lot of times when my dogs come out of the box, not a lot of times, sometimes they'll have no bark on. I take it off and I put my tracking system on. We go hunt. I have noticed though that after I started using no barks, that hide on a cold track don't open up as much. But now if it's a hot track, he's so excited he'll still open. Plenty good. But on cold tracks, I guess the excitement's not there as much. Adrenaline's not going on him. So after I started using no barks,
It's not worth it.
he started doing that.
It's not worth it for him to bark
Yeah,
and
it's not
attempt getting shot.
Yeah,
Not sure, better not commit.
yeah. Let's see. Eric Varner says he said, "Hey, what's up?" He wants us to know he has a Daisy. He wants you to know he has a Daisy BB gun. I'm gonna tell you right now,
That's
buddy.
so cool.
When I was a kid, when I was like 6 years old up until 10 or 11, I had, yeah, I still have a pellet gun. I actually shoot coons out with it too. But yeah, I had a Daisy Red Ryder. Anybody ever seen the Christmas Story? That compass in the stock and all that? That's the exact gun I had, and I absolutely love that little gun. I love that movie because of that. So, tote that thing through the woods, buddy. I killed a lot of squirrels. I killed a lot of probably little birds I shouldn't have.
And that one time that you went deer hunting with your dad and you got
Oh, yeah.
scared.
One time I was like 7 years old, and I went deer hunting with my dad. I was toting that little Red Ryder BB gun, and I say a herd, but it was probably like 4 or 5 does come off this ridge like 100 yards from us, and they come barreling down this ridge, and it was really loud. And buck fever got to me like crazy. And if you know them little Red Ryder BB guns, you hold them up and you pour the BBs in like 100 at a time. And when you hold the gun upside down, you hear them run from side to side. I remember I had that gun in my lap. We're sitting on the ground. My dad's sitting right beside me with his 30-30 or whatever it was. And I had that gun. I pulled it up real close like this, and I was shaking it, and you could hear them BBs. And my dad had to turn around. I remember put his hand on my leg because my knees was coming up. You know, I was getting all excited. He's like, "Calm down, calm down." That was my first buck fever, and that was with a Daisy Red Ryder. And I remember thinking, "Boy, I'm gonna get her to kill one of these." Oh,
You're just gonna be that little boy on Facebook.
yeah.
My first show.
My first though. Yep, Roberts' hats are the old time trick. Triggles said I had a buddy turn his young dogs on road coon with bark carver on. Ooh, that's not good. Ouch. Yeah. Let's see. Brandon Taylor says I got a buddy who had his dogs run a cat under a man's house, and they killed it, and the man witnessed it all. Talking about awkward, yeah, yeah. Ooh, that'd be awkward as can be. Guys, we got 40 people watching right now. We're at 34 likes. Our goal is to get to 40 by the end of the video. We normally run a video about an hour, so we got 15ish, 18 minutes, something like that. Hit that like button, that thumbs up for me right now. I would greatly appreciate it, buddy.
I haven't even done it.
You don't even like my video? I ain't like my video either.
There we go.
I don't like myself. See, anybody else got any questions?
There we go.
There it is. Anything y'all want to talk about? Grab one of them hoodies if you would not mind, darling. You got one handy? Guys, if you look at this hoodie I got on right now, I'll show you these a little bit better. We got these on our website right now. These are our Nightlife Twilight Series hoodies. We got the blue and silver logo right here. We have the American flag on the right sleeve. And on the back, we got a huge logo. So these are on our website right now, guys. We have medium, large, extra large, 2X, and 4X. So if anybody's interested in these, go look us up, kennel.com. We also have matching hats to match those, and we got decals to match too. Timber says, "Oh look, I just won that hoodie."
Well, for the
Oh man, we're at 39 likes. One person hit like button right now, right now. Come on, come on.
for the
One more
low, low
like.
price of $35, you can win that hoodie.
You can win that hoodie. Oh, they're gonna hold me at 39 likes. They're gonna hold me hostage on here. Oh, 38. Somebody unliked it. Oh no. Oh no, what are you guys doing to me?
There we go.
39, we're back. Eric says for some reason his phone's not showing the like button. Jeremy said he's still on the hunt for a decent Walker female. Yeah, everybody is. Okay, you guys, I keep seeing these. I dumped down 37 likes. Now we're back to 38.
I
We
wonder
were.
if people are liking it and unliking it and giving other people to do
I
it.
guess they are. We're at 39 again. Oh, we keep staying at 39.
Somebody's messing with you.
Somebody's messing with me. Yeah.
Uh,
Who's messing with me? Let's see. Robert says, man, I actually took that Mux collar and put it on a DC-30. It worked great. Just had to punch a few holes. I guess you need to make it a little bit smaller or something. That's good. I'm glad. Yeah, we've been running that Mutz collar now for a good while, and that thing has held up awesome. Can you hand me the collar? Hides right there. That collar's worked out great. I absolutely love this thing. It's been taking a little bit of a beating. It's got a little bit of road rash from going through the brush. That thing still clicks on there, still runs good and solid. The glow is really cool too. I really like this glow part. 37 likes. Jana says, Eric, do you have an X on top of your right corner? Jesse P said, I tried to be number 40, LOL. Now we're back up to 38. Jana and Robert tag it. If so, push it and you will see the thumbs up and down if you got an X. Didn't know that.
you have to exit out of the live chat to be able to like it.
Oh, okay. You have to exit the live video,
No. The live chat.
the live chat.
Not the whole video.
Oh, okay. Jana says if you hit the X button in the top right corner, 40. There we are.
Yay!
Hit that X button, you see a
Don't
thumbs
worry
up.
about it anymore.
Well, let's shoot for 50. Everybody's like, this man just keeps asking us for more and more. Oh, yeah. Timber somebody's messing with me. Crystal, yes, we are showing 40 now. I wish I knew who the number 40 was. Isaac says I'm not messing with you. I know, guys. Let's see. Warrior wise, I'm talking about dogs getting ruined. My dogs got me mass amounts of meat. I was talking about the idiots who are too picky and don't support the channel because it's are not Coon Pro. Yeah, I know what you mean, buddy. I know the Mux collars on my female tracking collar. Yeah, Janet, these Mux are awesome. Man, we're at 43 likes now. We are jamming. Nightlife family coming in strong. Oh, okay. He says the DC-30 collars require mounting to the collar. I got you. Yeah, it's been a long time since I had those. I think the last ones I had were TT15s or something. So I started out with those DC-40s. I think that's the first garment collars I ever had was DC-40s. Yeah, he says dogs for sure not ruined. Yeah, I can tell. I watch your videos, buddy. They're pretty cool. Crystal says, keep him in line, Miss Nightlife.
What'd he do?
See how nervous I am? See that? Wise Warrior says, I do not even think you even pay attention to what I said. Anyways, I'm trying, buddy. I know what you were talking about. Brian Pierce, yeah, it took me a minute to figure it out too. Yeah, I hit it. Send me a hoodie. Kidding. Mario, how long does it take for the dog trick callers to charge? That I don't know. Somebody on here might have the dog trick and comment. I have no idea. I've been in the woods with a dog trick one time, and be honest with you, where I live, was not very impressed with the signal on that thing. Caden, you been coon hunting? Yeah, we have been. I actually put a video the other night. We haven't had any luck. Well, I do have some good news, guys. I recently, and I'm not going to go into this big time because I don't want my hunting spot found out by some people who may know about it. Recently, I just got back I got back a piece of property that I had hunted hide on before I started this channel that I actually finished developed hide skills when I first got him. This has been a couple years ago. We lost the property, and the other day I called a guy that evidently had took this property over. I called him up, and he's like, yep, come on down, coon hunt all you want after January 1st, and it's thousands of acres. So we're spot on. After January 1st,
Going back to the roots.
we are going back to the nightlife roots. Some places that we hunted, we never did film because it was back before I started the channel. But it is where I got Hyde started and trained him mostly. We treed piles of coons on this property, and it's had about 2 years of rest. So after the first, guys, Jan 1st, we're hardcore.
Oh, it has been 2 years, hasn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. Shady says, I want a free hoodie. I was 41. Tim Real says, yep, we had Tritronics. Show the shirt again so my wife can see it. These are our nightlife hoodies. Got the, yeah, you struggling, baby? Got the nightlife logo on the front. We have, I'll show this right here. We got the American flag on the right sleeve. And then we got a real big nightlife logo on the back.
Super cool. Super warm.
They're very warm hoodies. Very warm hoodies.
True to size.
They're Gildan, heavy duty, true to size. We got them in medium, large, extra large, 2X, and we have some 4X. Don't have any 3s. We're out of those. And also we have the those are 30. They start at $35, I think it is. And then the 2s and 4Xs are a little more money because they cost more to make. And then we have the matching hats. These are $20. We had beanies. They sold out quick. I got more of those coming though. And then we also have the decals. We have. Can you fish out some of these decals?
Which ones?
The blue. We'll show a little bit of all of them, but we have the blue decals to match them. 6-inch decals. And
Where's the new ones?
we also have these little 3-inch decals. A lot of guys are putting these on their bump caps and stuff.
Or Yeti cups.
Yep, we got them on our Yeti cups.
Where's the new ones?
They're in here.
Oh, well, anyway.
We also got these guys, but we got tons of decals. We've got decals in black and white, green, orange.
I think we need to make a purple one next.
We even, for the ladies, we even have pink nightlife decals. And all these are on our website, nightlifekennel.com. You can go by there and check them all out. We have piles of them. And we're also doing vehicle tags now, too. We'll take those right there and we'll put them on a vehicle tag and send out to you. What's the scariest? Jesse says, what's the scariest experience you have had coon hunting? I see your little ghost symbols there, and I wish I had some cool ghost story to tell, but
There was that one time that you were somewhere in Polk County.
that one time I went to that place and done that thing with that
Nicholas! That one time that you were in Polk County, you remember when the whoa, into another tree? You remember?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Welcome.
I'm just not scared of nothing, so it don't stick with me.
Yeah, Billy, bad butt over here.
Yeah, watch your language. Okay, yeah, scariest story. I got two of them. I'll tell you both. The probably supernatural weird story was we was hunting one night down Polk County and we got treed in a well, no, we didn't get treed. We had a young female. She was like 8 months old. She finally went off on her own, followed the dogs through a clear cut, and like she got lost, and she just sat down. And she was like bellowing out, you know, kind of like crying out for somebody to come help her or whatever. And me and my buddy, we were walking there too. It was actually his dog, and I was just walking with him. We got probably 40 yards from her, and it was really thick briars, so we was having to take our time and chomp briars out of the way and get in there. And off probably 100 yards away, we heard something running at her. Like, I mean, you could hear it crashing through. And this was a thicket to where I don't see like how anything could have ran through this, but this thing was booking, and it come through and it went right by her. We didn't see it, but we hear it go about away from us the same distance she is. She squeals one time and it comes by us, and there happens to be a logging road right down here, and I shine my light because I want to catch this thing cross this logging road because I want to see what it was. And there was a pine tree about yay big, probably 30 or 40 foot tall, and before that thing got to that pine tree was right on the edge of the logging road. Like if it had crossed the pine, they'd been in the logging road. Before it come to it, I could see the top of that pine tree go like that. Like something jumped from the ground to that pine tree. I shined up to the pine tree and it was gone. I have no idea what that was. I don't know if that was a bobcat or some kind of wildcat. I got no idea.
But it was a Black Panther.
Black Painter. But it came running from over 100 yards away, hauling rail, contacted that dog or scared her one. She squealed out and took off and disappeared. So
Another one.
The other one, I had a dog crawl up a tree one night and fell out 40 foot, and I was just scared to death. That was my prized female dog when she fell, and she got bad hurt, and I was just scared to death for her safety. When she fell out of sight, and I was hoping to hear water splash, and I heard her land on the rock sandbar slash thing there at the bottom, and she was bad hurt. Had to carry her out of the woods and rush to the animal hospital. So that was my other scary one.
Well, tell the story about that. Those two guys that were hunting that one night, and they were like way off in the boonies somewhere, and they had somebody. Like,
Yeah. Oh, this is a story I've heard. Now, this is something somebody told me, so I don't know if it's true. But some guys was hunting evidently on this logging road way back in the middle of nowhere, and evidently they were like miles away from any houses or anything. They're parked on this gravel road, and they're sitting there listening. They got their windows rolled down, and they're listening, waiting for hear the dogs strike, I guess. And they hear gravel crunching behind them, like somebody's coming walking up to them. And the guy steps on his brake pedal. When he does, the brake lights lit up a man's face. The man's like right there at the tailgate. And I don't know if the truck was already running or what, but they peeled out of there and left. And I mean, that freaked me out a little bit.
I'm scared hearing it. I've already heard it. I'm so scared.
Let's see. Oh man, how did I zoom in?
Hey!
Sorry guys, I have no idea how I did that. Let's see. Yes, I will be at, James Hook says, you gonna be at the Grand American? Yes, I will. Brian Pierce, so you going to get to reschedule your trip down here? We're not going to decide till tomorrow, Brian. We're actually going to look at the weather tomorrow and find out. So we don't know yet. It's to be determined. But guys, if we do get to go, we're going to be heading to Western Kentucky, LBL, for a little bit of hunting this weekend through next. But we don't know if we're going or not. Janet says that design for the Twilight's even prettier in person. 49 watching right now. We're at 47 likes. We're going to try to get 3 more likes, guys. If you will, if you got an X in the top right corner, somewhere right in there.
No, I probably think you're backwards. Let's
Am
see.
I backwards? Is it over here? Anyway,
Let's
there's an
see.
X in one of these corners. Click that. That'll take you out of the live chat part, and you'll see a thumbs up button. Click the thumbs up. We're at 48 now. Cody says, I'm waiting on the first. Also, can't get here fast enough. I hear you, buddy. The no bark, Jacob says no barks. These no barks, depending on where you get them, going to range between $90 and $100, and they're rechargeable. If you get the ones that take batteries, the batteries are $8 a piece to replace. So after you replace batteries a couple of times, you're going to have $100 in them because they're $70 to buy them. Mitch Walter, how you doing, buddy? Signing on from Texas, Cam Curtis, how you doing? James, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but yes, I will be at the Grand American. Curtis says 2 for 2. Both were dens and saw both coons. That's awesome. Finley River, Tree and Walker says, hey, Mr. and Ms. Nightlife, I'm from Texas. Good to see you, buddy, on here. Are you going to the Battle of the Breeze in Oklahoma? No, I've never been to that, but sounds really cool. Caden says, what your favorite part about coming hunting? You mean like going hunting or coon hunting, or what do you mean? Steve Cook, you go to our website, nightlifekennel.com. NITELIFEKENNEL. That's where you can order all of our merchandise. You can get. We're back. We are back.
Actually, you should have been pointing at the bottom of the screen.
Bottom of the screen. Oh. All right, there's an X somewhere.
And then this vicinity. Can we get technical? Because now I'm a little obsessed.
Yeah, Steve Cook, nightlifekennel.com. You go in there, order shirts. We also have these Mook collars. We've got all kinds of stuff, guys. We got Beacon, Sport All Beacon lights. We got hats. We got decals. I've got Dan's competition packs, Dan's collar bags. I mean, we got all kinds of stuff, guys. Check us out. Mario says, do you have very many bear hunters down there that run hounds? Yeah, we have piles. We have more bear hunters than any other hunting that goes on around here. And it's crazy because we don't have that much land to do it on, but we have tons of bears. Brian says it's 20 right now, snowing, but supposed to warm up later this week, but maybe some rain coming.
Is it in Kentucky?
See, that's the whole rain thing. We don't want to go out there and spend all that money coming out there and then it be pouring rain the whole time. We don't mind to get a little wet, but if it's gonna be pouring rain all night long,
We don't want swamp.
yeah, we don't want swamp tail. It's just the money that we put into it, going out there, renting a hotel and all that other stuff. Let's see. Ada, Oklahoma is where the Battle of the Breeds is. Robert's getting snow and all up there, and he's near Pikeville. Cam Curtis says, I know Nightlife is a coon hunt channel, but me and my dad tied a hog weighing 375 pounds this morning. Killed my best bulldog. Dang, I hate to hear that about your dog, buddy. Yes, we are only a coon hunting channel. Well, I show a little bit of rabbit hunting when I go with my dad. But we're supporters of all dog hunting. It don't matter if you're pheasant hunting, upland bird, waterfowl.
We like labs.
Yeah, we like labs.
We like
Hog
labs.
hunting, it don't matter. Whatever you're doing with dogs, if you are working dogs out in the field to pursue game, we are supportive of it. Absolutely, as long as it's done legally. Timber Hill says 59. Please hit the like button. So I'm reading 53. That's crazy. Yeah, Jesse says just don't hunt the dog. Yeah, that's the only thing. Oh, anything else you guys want to talk about while we're on here? Man, we got 56 people watching. I can't believe how big the Nightlife family is. It is crazy the support y'all give us, and we love it. We appreciate it. Robert says, can't wait for you to get up this way to go hunting, but we're going to try and come there to go if possible during Walker days. Yeah, we'll talk about that when you get a little bit closer to time, Robert. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do as far as hunting, because we may hunt, we may not. But if you're planning on coming or something, we might bring the dogs out for one night and get in the woods and see what can happen. Brian Pierce says, nobody likes swamp butt. Eric says, my son thought y'all was laughing at him. He thinks y'all can see him rolling on the floor laughing. I see you.
We see you.
We see you. We do. I see you look at me. Nah, we can't see you, buddy. There's a houndsman channel that. This is a houndsman channel. That's why I watch. We appreciate Fan of the River. Cyrus says, "Is that the Punisher shirt, Miss Nightlife?"
Oh my gosh, yes.
Hashtag respect.
Yes. Best show ever.
She likes Punisher more than she does me.
Shut up. Well, you leave me out of everything.
I do not. You even run this show. I'm just.
No one's talking to
I'm
me.
the monkey man.
Except for
Cyrus.
him.
Cyrus is.
Cyrus and Jenna.
Caden says, what was your favorite part about coon hunting? It's listening to the dogs. It's all about the dogs for me. It's so cool. I've got high to the point now. He's a finished dog. I don't have to knock every coon out to him. I just love to hear dogs run. Dogs tree. But I guess aside that, my favorite part is like the other night when Nick started opening, to see a young pup get started, when that switch clicks in their brain and they decide to go from a pup to a coon dog and make that transition to go to be a coon dog. That's the most awesome part about it. James says, where did you buy your coon dogs? I bought Hyde at 16 months old. Bought him from a guy named Brody down in South Carolina. And then actually all my dogs come from South Carolina I got now. Nick's come from Tommy Land in Belton, South Carolina as a pup, 8 weeks old. Tough come from a guy named Neil down in Buffalo, South Carolina when he was 8 weeks old. Shay says, hey girl. Jeremy Thomas, second. The question, what kennels would suggest buying young dogs from? I hadn't really kept up a whole lot of them here lately.
Miramax Kennels.
Miramax, yeah. She bought JJ from Miramax Kennels. What state's that in? Oh, you're gonna look bad. If she sees it.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
But I didn't buy him from Massachusetts. Her and her daddy were at Orangeburg.
Yeah, Miramax
For the
Kennels.
big show.
You can look them up. They got a website and all. They got some good bloodlines and stuff. I don't know. I don't follow all that bloodline stuff real heavy. But I can tell you one thing. If you get anything close to Clover blood and Walker dogs, you're going to find to be fairly accurate dogs. They tend to be very accurate. And that's what it's all about when it comes to running them. I don't want to waste my time. Alan says, we like you, dog. Keep doing videos. Buddy, we appreciate you. we're trying our best. We got some hunting land coming. We got some good hunts coming in the very near future, hopefully. Jesse says, have you ever lost something hunting and found it years later or never at all? Yeah. Actually, I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you a couple stories. One time when I was a kid, when I was deer hunting with my dad, I was so young, I don't remember this in high detail, but there was some reason why me and Dad were having to run and get out of this property. I don't know if we were supposed to be there or not. I don't remember. But I had his favorite buck knife in a sheath on my side, and I've been playing with it. And he told me, make sure that thing's buckled. And we run out of there, and when I got back to the truck, it was not my sheath, and we could not go back in and look for it. To this day, I sometimes walk that property, and I still find myself 20-something years later looking for that knife. That's dumb, but I try. And one time, the first trip I ever made to Lamb Twin Lakes in Kentucky, I went up there, and I lost my Garmin Alpha I had at the time. I literally walked 50 yards from my truck into the woods. Jug come up to me. I went to put my Alpha in the pocket I had. I hooked Jug up on lead, took him back to the truck. When I got there, did not have the Alpha, and I never did find it. I actually had to go online, find the guy, lived up the road, had one for sale, and buy one while I was there, so I keep hunting. Twin Eagle 22 says, how young should you start your hounds? About 4 months old, we like to go ahead and start walking them in the woods with. We're not actually pushing the hunting thing on them, but we let them go with us when we hunt. They start to develop their woods coordination, or their woods legs, I guess you'd put it. Let them start crossing logs, walking on logs, walking across small creeks, getting their feet wet. Let them experience all the sights and the sounds. And so 4 months old, and then basically we just let them, whenever they decide they want to start taking off with the older dogs, we just let them start going. We let them go at their own pace. We don't push and rush it. Oh, Eric.
I'm not sure if that's a compliment or
Eric says, I know you're talking about coon hunting, but my son said you have a beautiful daughter beside you. She's not my daughter. She's my girlfriend. Janet Roberts, that's his girlfriend.
I must look 12 still.
Must.
I'm 21. Just saying.
Brian, battery is good. Have to sign off, unfortunately. Battery's gone. Good night. Appreciate it, Brian. Eric says, yeah, I know, but my son thought she was his daughter. LOL. That's funny.
It happened.
It's happened. No big deal. LOL. Yeah, I know. Well, guys, we've been on an hour and 10 minutes. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? If not, we're going to sign off here in just a few minutes. But if you got any questions or anything you want to talk about, it can be anything coon hunting gear related. You have a training question you want to talk about or anything like that, let me know and I'll answer it right quick before we get off here. More Jesse P says more stories, LOL. I don't know. I mean, I got piles of stories. I don't know what all I could tell you.
We need a prompt.
Okay, I'll tell you. You were talking about. Were you the one who mentioned something scary? I'll tell you something scary that happened to me one night. We were not actually in the process of hunting, but me and a buddy had been out coon hunting. I say that loosely because we had a coon dog, but he was more of a sick'em dog. He just run whatever we sicked him on. He'd run deer, possums, whatever. Anyway, nice shirt. Thank you, buddy. We got these for sale. NightLifeKennel.com. These are hoodies. Randy, if you're interested. Anyway, me and my buddy was riding around top of the mountain on this old dirt road, and we come around top of this mountain, and this is the weirdest thing. Okay, I'm getting ready to lose like all my subscribers when I tell the story. They're gonna think this dude's lost his mind, but I promise this happened. I just don't know what happened exactly. We come around top. I mean, this is a big old tall mountain. There's no houses nowhere around. There's no other roads. Like nothing. Like you can see houses way across the mountain on another mountain. You can see their lights. But we come around Size Mountain in an old Chevrolet truck and old square body. And then all of a sudden, it's like the top of the mountain turned to daylight. It was like that. Somebody turned on the sun. And he come to a screeching stop, kind of slid sideways. And then all of a sudden, it went pitch black again. And it's like, I don't know what it was. I don't know what lit up the top of the mountain. And when he was going through it, it seemed like it took minutes to happen. but realistically, it only took like a second for it to come on and come off. Like, it was very weird. And this day, me and him have no idea what that was. But it was like somebody just turned on the biggest spotlight you ever seen and lit up the whole side of the mountain. But you could look out and see the other mountains were still pitch dark. It wasn't daylight everywhere. It was just daylight around us, and it was very weird.
Aliens.
She says aliens. Robert says, yeah, matter of fact, I need one of those Dan's collar bags, and can you get the Dan's hunting coats? Yes, I've actually sold a couple of those hunting coats this week, Robert, so I can get those. I have the Dan's collar bags right here in stock. So anything Dan's related, guys, if you need it, I can get it. I can get you the boots, the chaps. I can get anything Dan's related. So, Finley Rivers is looking for some good no-bark collars. Well, let me hook you up, buddy. The SBCR Sport Dog is a rechargeable no-bark collar. It's what we use on all of our hounds. These range for between $90 and $100. If you're interested, message me on Facebook, or you can email me, nightlifekennel@outlook.com, and I can take orders over the phone.
They even give you a pretty box.
Yeah, they even give you a beautiful, pretty box. You see that awesome dog right there? You see that awesome dog? Yeah, it's not my dog. I don't know whose dog that is, but that is a pretty dog.
You see all these cool people? You see all those? Yeah,
All
that's
the
not
sport
him.
dog?
Not a one of them.
None of them are me either.
None of them.
None of them. That's our goal. One day we're going to get hide on one of these sport dog boxes.
Yes.
I tell you what, because you guys are so awesome, why don't y'all write sport dog and tell them that y'all want to see Nightlife hiding their hair on one of their boxes.
Don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Twin Eagle. It's Walker Blue Tick. Walker all day. Blue Tick. I don't even know what that is. Joking. Talk about scary stories. We was hunting Saturday night, and I was watching the Garmin, and the dog was moving pretty fast. And we were beside the river, so I thought he done fell in the river, and turns out he hit the track and was burning him up. Cool. Jeremy Thomas says heat lightning. Yeah, we thought about that. It could have been. I mean, we don't know. It was weird.
Because aliens.
She says aliens. I was not abducted. Caden says, do you ever use a coon drag? Yeah, no, actually I don't. We do all of our training without drags. Okay. Robert Jan Taggett says, I've had wild stuff like that happen to me in my 25 years or so.
Abducted by aliens?
You been abducted? They didn't,
Did they take you to the mothership?
they didn't, you know what I mean?
Ah, Nicholas, you had to go there.
I didn't go there. I didn't say it.
Yes, you did. Everyone knows.
Robert, another price of coats. The Briar Boss is $124, and that's supposed to be the warmest coat they have. I sold a couple of those this week, so, and the people who got them love them. So go on there online, check out the Briar Boss, and if you want one, Robert, just message me, and I can send you an invoice like we did before for a Briar Boss. They're $124. Eric says, we went hunting last weekend, and my son came face to face with his first coon ever, and he left me in the woods. He ran back to the van. Oh, I remember those days. It's all right, buddy. Stick in there. You'll be right at it. You'll be hardcore for too long. All right, Finley River. You got to go now and make a video for my new channel. Don't use Facebook, but I'll find a new way to get a hold of you. Finley River, nightlifekennel@outlook.com, buddy. You can email me. Good deal, says Robert. Janice says, I guarantee you that he was heat lining. I saw that kind of thing when I was a kid. You're not crazy, Nick. Yeah, it probably was. Poor Boy Kennel says, I got a question. What's the best way to get weight on a dog? Be honest with you, the best thing you can do is also with your feeding. If you got any kind of table scraps that are not nothing like chicken bones or anything like that, but if you got like leftover gravy, grease from frying bacon, anything like that, put that on your dog food. Anything that's like gravy or grease, that'll help add weight to your dog pretty quick. We used to do that quite a bit. Chad, we appreciate you, buddy. We sure will. Fanny Rivers says, okay, thanks. All right, guys. Well, 54 likes. That's awesome. We've had up to almost 60 people watching one time. Been on an hour and 15 minutes, so we're probably going to call it a night. But we love you guys. We appreciate you. We are going hunting here very soon. Hopefully, we're heading to Kentucky at the end of the week. Me and this Nightlife and some friends. We're going out there, Western Kentucky. We're going to hunt for like 5 or 6 nights straight, hopefully. So hopefully, we're going to have a lot of videos coming soon with a lot of meat. So Yep, Robert says grease and old coffee greens and raw eggs will get dog fat and beautiful shiny coat. All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you. Thank y'all very much for supporting us and everything we do. And of course, if you're looking for anything nightlife merchandise wise, nightlifekennel.com. Follow us on Facebook, and also we're on Instagram. You got anything you want to see? Say?
No.
Say? No.
No.
You've been talkative all night long. Now you're no.
What do you want me to say?
Tell them goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right, guys. We love you. We appreciate you. Meantime, 3-1 for us.